Hey guys, welcome to my first ever video on my new channel. What we're going to be doing here is reviewing album, concerts, and top 10 lists on my favorite songs from my favorite artists. But that'll be in the future. Right now we're going to be focusing on reviewing albums that you've either requested or what are my personal favorites. And today we're going to be reviewing Jars of Flies by Alice in Chains. So before I want to say anything, this EP is absolutely one of my favorites of all time. It's definitely in my top 5. I think it's the greatest EP of all time. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. This thing has 7 tracks, and it is a real. I suggest this to any of you who want to get into 90s grunge / alternative rock music. So first on this EP we have Rotten Apple. This song clocks in at 6:56, so it's a pretty long track. I admire the guitar work on this. It's really unique, and it reminds me somewhat of Rage Against the Machine. Not exactly, but it's in there. I think Lane Staley delivers these lyrics really powerful and just on the spot perfect. And it gives it that eerie vibe, that that chilly vibe, that it's really good. It's a really good track. It's not the best track on here, but it's certainly not the worst track on here. So yeah, I really can't say that much about this song other than it's a really atmospheric kind of thing. So the next track we have here is Nutshell. Nutshell is my personal favorite on this EP. It has a somewhat of a long intro, and then drums kick in. That's when it really starts energy, but not that much. And then Lane Staley's vocals come in, and it turns into a really powerful, emotional type of song. I don't know why it's my favorite song, but not my favorite song of Alice in Chains, and not my favorite song of all time, but it's my favorite song from this EP. Now, Nutshell has some. I mean, the MTV Unplugged was, in my opinion, superior to this one. But Nutshell, in my opinion, is the highest point of this. You have that 2 to 4, those 2, 3, 4 tracks. That really is the meat of this EP. That is the best part. The middle part is, in my opinion, the best part. But there's just something with this track that really stands out. I don't know what it is, but I think it might be either the lyrics, because these lyrics are really deep, in my opinion, and they're really relatable. But at number 3, we have I Stay Away. Now, I Stay Away, at the beginning, I had a problem with this song. And the problem was it didn't really grow on me as being a good... I mean, of course, it is a good song. It's one of their best. But it didn't really come at me as really connecting with me. And it's all along this EP. I gave this EP one listen, and I thought it was good, but it wasn't top 5 as it is today. It definitely wasn't top 20. But this EP is growing on me as being in the top 3 of my favorite albums / EPs of all time. And I Stay Away was the only track on this EP that didn't really grow on me, and it needed time. And I certainly gave time, and it certainly has grown on me. And one of my favorites on this EP. And I can listen to the EP front and back without skipping a song. But back then, I would always skip I Stay Away for some reason, because it wouldn't really grow on me. But now it has, and it's become one of my favorites. So, at number 4, we have No Excuses. In my opinion, the second most mainstream song on here next to Nutshell. No Excuses has a delivery, and that's what this EP is about, delivery. And that's why it makes it one of my favorites, because its delivery is so on point, it's so perfect, that it's really enjoyable. Sorry. And No Excuses with his dynamic drum sound and Lane Staley's perfect vocals, it just makes this track really, really enjoyable for maybe the casual listener, the diehard Alice in Chains fan. So it can really connect with anybody, especially its lyrics, with lines like "It's okay, you had a bad day." It's really, you can really, if you have a hard day, pop this in the radio, and you'll really enjoy it at any point of day, any emotion you're having. So it's a really great song. Next we have is Whale and Wasp. Now, I can't really say that much about this, considering the fact it's an instrumental, and really there's no vocals on here. But it's one of those songs that I guess it gives you a break from all the energy it's been feeding you, and well, with a soft EP like this, there is some energy that can be found in this. But Whale and Wasp is a pretty unique song, and it's not my favorite song on here, but it's definitely not the worst. I feel like it has like an eerie vibe to it that makes it, a little mysterious. But it's a good track, but I'm sorry. But I don't think it would be my favorite. Sorry, I have a man coming down with a cough. But next at 6 we had Don't Follow. Now, Don't Follow is my second favorite track on this. And I think it's a really emotional song that can really touch you deeply. Certainly, when I listened to this EP, Nutshell and this song, Don't Follow, had a really big impact on me liking this EP. Well, I really have that to thank that song for. And it's definitely in the top 10, maybe around the 7 to 8. Yeah, I suggest this to any casual, like if you're getting to Alice in Chains, I suggest this song because it's a really soft acoustic song, but it really impacts really powerful to make you like this EP a lot more. Now, the final track on this, Swing on this, is probably, I don't want to say the worst song on this, but it doesn't live up to the other 6 tracks on here. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad song, not at all. In fact, it's a really great song. None of Alice in Chains' songs is bad. But Swing on this really had the least impact on me. It was kind of a meh compared to these powerhouse tracks that were given to us. But it's a really great song. It has some blues, had some jazz influences in there. But it just never really connected to me as a, whoa, that was great, But it's a great song. It's kind of a okay thing to end off. I mean, I was expecting the last track to be kind of like a powerhouse. Like, whoa, kind of surprising. But it kind of disappointed me in a way that it really didn't live up to all the hype that songs like Nutshell, No Excuses, Don't Follow, Rotten Apple had. But, and I think this is one of these songs that need to grow on me a little more. Same thing I said with I Stay Away. It turned out to be one of my favorite songs. But I guess I need to let it grow on me. And I'll probably do a review. I'll probably do this review again, maybe later, when this song grows on me, or maybe not. So, now that we have all these songs out the way, now it's time to give it a rating. If I was to give this EP a rating, I would give it a 9. 9 out of 10. And I think this Jar of Flies is superior to Dirt. in several reasons. There's pros and cons to this. Now, pros is it's really emotional. I think it's more emotional than Dirt, even though Dirt has this depressing vibe to it. I think this song has a little bit more emotions than Dirt. Now, I might get a little backlash on this, but it's just in my opinion. But the cons to this is Jar of Flies is less versatile than Dirt. Dirt has a lot of acoustic, electric. It's a little more versatile than Jar of Flies. Although I prefer Jar of Flies more than Dirt. Now, it gets a 9 for being very compelling, very emotional, and just all around great. Superb. It's a really superb album, and one of my personal favorites. I suggest this again to anyone who has listened or who wants to get into 90s alternative rock. And yeah, it's really great. I suggest this to anyone. I mean, anyone who wants to get into that type of music. So, thank you. Leave a like, subscribe, and bye.